the action. Okay.
Hey guys, Megan here with BarnBesties. I am on location in sunny California for the winter, and guess who I found? My great friend Shelby O'Leary, and her business is called Train with Shelby. So we're gonna do a couple of videos, and we're gonna get her background, and we're gonna see how did she get started. All right, Shelbs, tell me, how did you fall in love with horses?
Well, thanks for having me, Megan. I'm excited to chat with the BarnBesties. And I'll try to make my story kind of short. How did I get started with horses? That's actually a good question. I don't quite know. No one in my family rode horses, but I was 7.5, 8 years old, and I really wanted to. And luckily, my parents made that happen.
Yeah.
So we found a place local with a much older lady, very into horsemanship, right? I mean, I had to learn how to take apart a bridle, how to tack up a horse myself, take it out of the field, brush it down, you know, all the little things that she taught me right from the beginning. It wasn't really just about riding, it was about being a good horseman.
Mm-hmm.
So it was an amazing foundation. I'm so happy we found her when I was young. And from there, it just kept taking off. She was already much older in her years at the time, so she had no desire to take me to shows and stuff as that came about a year or so later. So she kind of sent me on my way to the next recommended trainer at that point who could help me with that phase.
And your parents were supportive.
They were supportive. I mean, just came from a really normal family though, not any money.
Mm-hmm.
So they figured it out and made it happen. I didn't get my first pony until many years later, but they coughed up, I think it was like $1,200 at the time.
Ooh, I wish it was that again.
Yeah, for a, you know, she was a mutt pony. Actually, she was a small horse. She was like a 14-1 Connemara quarter horse Arab something cross, and she was a psycho.
I think everybody's pony was.
Yeah, so that was my first pony named Jeannie that they supported me with. But I will say, at the age of 13, 14, it was necessary for me to get a job.
Yeah.
Obviously, just making cash under the table,
Mm-hmm.
make money, whether it was working off lessons or paying for her shoes, her feet.
You helped supported her.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. That's what my parents did.
Yeah.
And so, what did you do with your pony? Jumping, dressage?
Yeah, well, that pony unfortunately got sick and didn't last very long. I had her for about 9-10 months, and
Oh no.
yeah, it was she colicked, but I think it was also more than that. We don't have to get into that, but yeah. So then I was without a pony for a while. The next one I bought with my own money for $750.
Woohoo!
Okay, and I ended up having for a very, very long time, and we did jumpers. We tried hunters, but he wanted to go fast, and we won everything in the jumper ring.
Awesome!
So yeah, we did the local shows. It was in Missouri at the time, so like there were bridle spur horse shows, I think they were called. There were horse shows at the Lake St. Louis or the National Equestrian Center.
Love it. Yeah.
We would go
That's a
there.
Wonderful facility.
There were some county shows around too, and we'd go up to Illinois every once in a while as well. So, and I did a lot of fox hunting for many years.
Oh, no way.
With him.
I did not know this about you. It all makes sense now. I love it.
Wild and free out in the fields.
And so you did that until 18, 19, and then what?
So I had my own horses. I also then at one point bought a thoroughbred off the track while I still had the pony. This is when I was in high school. I don't know, I was probably 15 or 16 at the time. And it was around 17-ish where, you know, I sold both of the horses, didn't have either, and was going to be entering into college. And I did start college for a year or so. I got a scholarship School was easy. I was smart, but it just wasn't my
And what kind of classes did you take?
thing.
What do you think?
Well, I was going to be a veterinarian, so
yeah?
a lot of science, a lot of biology, zoology. You know, you have to do botany and stuff at that point too in the early stages. So that's mostly what I was studying. But I did drop out and found my way to Germany. I just wanted to be riding horses and thought I could just do this for a few years and come back to school. You know, that was sort of the
So it was your
original
gap
plan.
year. That was the plan, having a gap year.
Well, it was going to be a 2 to 3 year gap, but
It doesn't matter.
But yes, that was the original thought. That was the original thought. Yeah.
Awesome. So I think this might be a good time to stop, and we will make a different video on Shelby's experience in Europe. And so thank you, Shelby. Make sure you guys hit the like button, make some comments, and share, and obviously hit the subscribe button. Thank you.